What's going on, YouTube? You know who it is. It's your boy Shrek, and we're back with another video, guys. And continuing the whole Honda, working on Honda, the little EG. We did start working on the cluster because that is one of the issues on it. I believe that was the previous video, or that's going to be the next video, one or the other. But we are working on trying to fix the cluster. Second, on that video I did mention that we are going to be doing the oil pan gasket and then an oil change on this car. We have done a few things. I don't know if you guys remember, we did a sensor in the back, forgot the name of it right now. We did go ahead and do a tune-up on it, which was plugs, wires, and cap and rotor. And then I don't know if I mentioned it, but the rotor was loose, so it kept throwing the timing off and then kept overheating it. But we fixed that, we tightened it down. We also did a valve cover gasket on this one because the plugs were getting wet. So that's so far what we've done on this. We replaced it with a new battery. We added a new battery to it, and now we're going to be doing the whole oil pan gasket because the oil pan gasket is leaking. So I went ahead and purchased it, and that's going to be this video. We do have to take off the exhaust J pipe. That's one of the things. And then eventually we are going to be replacing the compressor for the AC, because we do want to fix the AC on this. That way it's good to go for my daughter. We are going to be dressing it up because we bought the little screws to be purple, I believe they are, and then we did buy a purple battery tie down that we need to put on. So there's a few little things we're going to do. And yeah, guys, stay tuned. Let's get started with this oil pan gasket.
I gotta feel it, you don't mean it, while you're sad right now. I gotta feel it, there's something about your eyes.
Alright, so first things first, we did go ahead and jack it up and put some jack stands on it just to be extra secure. And this is the mess we have right here. So you can tell it's full of oil. Won't be that hard. It's pretty easy, straightforward. You do remove the L pipe off the exhaust manifold, going straight to your cat. This is all stock, so we will remove these 3 bolts, and then it's 2 down there. Remove those, and then you have a bracket right here. Remove those, and then it's about, I don't know, 20, 30 bolts and nuts holding it. They're like 10s, and pretty much how you drop the oil pan on these. First thing, we also have to drain the oil. Forgot to mention that. So we'll have to drain the oil, and then we're gonna soak up the bolts or nuts first with penetrant. That way it's easier to take them off. Then we'll go ahead and drop off the oil pan and drain it while it's soaking up. Another thing, I don't know if I'll make a video before this. I don't think so. We did go ahead and purchase the 3/8 stubby Milwaukee Impact, and 2 weeks in already, I absolutely love it. I did go ahead and replace my original Mako one 3/8 that I had with that stubby, and I do not regret that choice. So I will be leaving the 3/8 Mako one here for home use, and of course the 3/8 stubby for on the road and my diesel work. But so far, liking it. I will do a full review later, maybe, I'm not sure, but so far been loving it. So let's start draining this oil and get to it.
Something about your eyes. Feel it, you don't mean it, while you're sad right now. I gotta feel it, there's something about your eyes. I gotta feel
All right, ladies and gentlemen, as you can tell, we just went ahead and dropped the oil pan. Was just looking over here, see if anything else was leaking or something looks bad. And professional view. I'm not a professional, by the way. It looks okay. I would turn over the engine and see how the crank looks or anything looking bad, but we're not going to do all that. We're just going to go ahead and replace the gasket. Gasket looks like it was leaking from like this area right here, this area from right here. So we'll go ahead and clean the surface, clean this surface, and then inspect the surface, make sure there's no gouges in it. I might put a little bit of RTV on the ends just for extra measure, maybe on the little corners. We shall see right now, but I am pretty sure it doesn't require it, and it's supposed to just be replaced just like that. I am gonna go ahead and clean this oil pan because it is really dirty, so we'll do that as well right now. Alright guys, so we already went and installed it. Now we have to torque every bolt. Of course, we went to Honda Tech, our trusted forum, and we found a diagram. I'll put an actual picture up, but this is what I'm gonna go off of to torque them, and in the proper sequence as well. That way we don't over torque or leave any room for error. 10 foot-pounds. I believe it's 8.7, the actual one, but my torque ratchet does not go down that far. It just goes down to 10, so we're going to have to sacrifice it at 10. Anyways, here we go guys. Enjoy this time lapse, or actually no time lapse, just I'll play some music. So this is the third round around. There's 10. Number 1, number 2. We're gonna go all over them until we reach 10 now. Like I said, it's the third time I'm going over them. There we go. All right, I'll go over them one last time, make sure everything's at 10, and then from there we will move on to putting back the L pipe for the exhaust, bolting everything up. Oh no, this little shield, then the L pipe, then we're gonna go ahead and lower it. Actually not lower it, because then we're going to pressure wash the bottom and probably the inside of the engine bay as well, because it's really dirty. And then we'll go ahead and top it off with some fresh oil. But let me finish this up and I'll probably be back with you guys once we're pressure washing. All right guys, so to clean this engine, all I'm using is Awesome water and a little bit of degreaser. All I'm doing is I'm going to be spraying it, spraying all that oil, and then just pressure washing it. I was going to go buy some engine degreaser from AutoZone, just the regular brand they have, but it's already getting late, like 2 p.m. I still have to check my Camry because it had a check engine light, see what's going on with that one. So I might just save that for another day, actually clean it a lot better later on. For now, we'll just spray it down as best as possible and hit it with the pressure washer.